I just want to say I have no words to say how much I appreciate, and I mean, you're literally a real life superhero.
Thank you.
So I want to start with that.
Yeah.
What is it like? What was it like watching the film for the first time? I'm sure you've been asked that,
Yeah.
but it's such an incredible movie,
Yeah.
and it's your life.
Yeah, it's surreal. I mean, I just never imagined that the work I do would one day be the subject of a major motion picture, but it's really gratifying and it's exciting, mostly because I've always been persuaded that if people saw what I see, if they saw the inhumanity, if they saw the abuse of people's rights, if they saw the unfairness, they would be motivated to act. And I haven't had the ability to just take people with me into jails, into prisons on the row. And now for the first time, people will have the opportunity to see some of what I've seen. And the performances are so amazing, they're so incredible, that you also get to see the humanity and the dignity of the people I've represented. And that for me is really exciting. I'm just really thrilled that people will get closer to this world where I think there's a great need for reform and change, and I'm hoping that this film will inspire that kind of conversation.
I'm also hoping, just from my perspective, that this film can shine a light on what you do and maybe help you get more resources to help you further fight.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's definitely been a struggle. When you represent the poor and the condemned, the incarcerated and the disfavored, people are somewhat skeptical if they're not outright hostile, and we've had to deal with that hostility, and I hope people understand the value of the kind of work that we do. I'm still persuaded that we have a criminal justice system that treats you better if you're rich and guilty than if you're poor and innocent. That's not something we should be proud of. That's something we need to fix. And I'd like to think that the work that we do and others like us is critical to the solution. And I do hope we can get more support.
You bring up something which it's very frustrating when I watch the news and I see very rich people who've done horrible things get a month sentence or just nothing. And then people who've stolen a pack of gum or, they're sentenced to 7 years. It's straight up bullshit.
Yeah, well, that we have a system that's very shaped by wealth. And when I got involved in this work because I met people on death row who were literally dying for legal assistance. They could not get the help they need. And the absence of that ability to get that help is what condemned them. And you're right, our scheme and our system is very, very slanted. I'm currently representing people who've been sentenced to life imprisonment for writing a bad check for $40 or $50. I'm representing people who've been sentenced to life imprisonment without parole for simple possession of marijuana. And I don't think most people could defend these sentences, but it's what happens when you create a system that is so unresponsive to the needs of the poor and people of color. So that has to change, and what I'm hoping is that we'll all be motivated to achieve that kind of change.
My last thing for you. Every movie, you have to take, you have to sort of fact and fiction, put it all, you have to make a movie. What was maybe something that you maybe wished could have been in there that, you know what I mean, but because of the 2-hour runtime?
Yeah. Well, in my book, which I hope people will read, I talk a lot about representing children who've been prosecuted as adults. We have 13 states in America that have no minimum age for trying children as adults. And so I've been representing 13 and 14-year-old kids who've been condemned to die in prison, life without parole. And we shot a scene where Michael B. actually goes to a jail to help a young child who's been placed in an adult facility where he's been badly, badly treated. I really wanted that scene in the film because I wanted people to know that we have this problem of child prosecution as adults. But, again, 2 hours and 15 is long, and so I hope people read the book. There's a whole lot more to talk about than what's presented in the film, and I hope viewers will kind of explore that by reading the book.